Yes, sir. Yeah,
This
this shit about to have me smacking my hips
around
around like
being a
being a
spot,
spot,
going
going
crazy,
crazy,
turning
turning
hips all
hips
the
all the
way,
way,
going
going
crazy.
crazy.
I ain't gonna
I ain't gonna
lie, I
lie, I
can't.
can't. Might be too old for that one.
Yo, fucking blow out your hip or some shit like that. Facts, nigga. Like real shit, nigga. It's good to be back, my nigga. It's good to be back. Episode 5. Danny, what it do?
Man, bro. Blessed in the spot, bro.
Yeah,
What a
absolutely.
crazy few weeks, bro.
Yo, facts. Yo, we at Plug Studios. Niggas is recording on in the other room. You feel the vibrations out on the floor and shit. But we making it grind. They going crazy in the
feel the
spot,
energy, you
bro.
feel the
You feel the
vibrations,
vibe.
man.
You feel everything, man.
Know what we doing.
But it has been a crazy couple weeks for sure.
Even down
bro.
to the last weekend.
Yo, everything, bro. It's been a hot minute.
Where do we even start, bro?
Bro,
I ain't gonna lie,
man.
the hottest ticket in town right now is MetLife Stadium.
Welcome to Jet Life. Welcome to
Life.
Jet Life. No funny. It's been a roller coaster ride since the last episode we shot. Last episode, when we came off the last episode, we was waiting to face the New England Patriots, and that was a heartbreaking. Honestly, my heart shattered, bro. Like my heart was like done for.
Even
After that
in
game.
week 10?
Like, bro, it was done. Like I really was just like, bro, this team it's not it, bro. And then we get into later on in the week as we're waiting for the next game against the Bears, and now we're really just contemplating like, yo, are we even good enough? Blah 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 blah. And then what I feel like wasn't surprising, but but it was at the same time. You know, Zach Wilson gets benched, and he deserves that. Like he deserves that. Like to only be able to put up 3 points against
That's
the New
funny, you
England
went straight
Patriots.
there. You went straight to Zach Wilson.
Yeah, he deserved all of that. You lost a heartbreaking game when you only put up 3 points as an offense.
Did he let his defense down? Did he really?
Yes, and to really sit there and be like, I didn't let this team down.
What would you have said if you were Zach Wilson? In that
Bro,
game?
all I would have just said was I failed them. I failed them. Yes, I did. We only put up 3 points. I failed them. I couldn't even make a simple screen throw. I failed them. And if you would have just said that he failed his defense, he would have been starting last week. But instead of him starting, you know who's starting?
Wait, so they benched him because of his reaction to the media?
That I was convinced. Because we've seen him play bad, right? But the fact is that you played bad and then don't even own up to you playing bad, that's a double homicide right there. You're done.
187.
You're done, bro. All you had to say was I played like shit. And everything would have been valid for you. You would have started next week, bro.
Really?
Gangster. You would have
really
started,
think so?
bro. That's all it was. But the fact is the kid could not look himself in the mirror and hold himself accountable. And that's why he lost his job. I'm convinced that's why he lost his job. Is because he said he didn't let his team down. And you got niggas in that locker room who they're dead nice, bro. Like the Jets got talent. The reason why the reason why the Jets are dead not 10-2 right now, Danny, is because Zach Wilson's the quarterback. No lie, if Mike White was playing this whole season, we're probably 10-2.
You dead serious?
I'm dead serious. We're probably 10-2. I'm gonna be honest,
So you trying
because
to go viral.
like bow. You know, Flacco starts to begin the season,
Mid.
and he was mid, but we won a game.
Northern
with
Lights.
Yeah, like you know,
Mid.
we won a game with him, right? And the guy's just not what he used to be or anything like that, bro. He's whack. You bring in Zach, and Zach wasn't like, bro. He did the bare minimum for a couple games, and the Jets were just running the show, nigga. They were running the table. Niggas won 4 in a row. Such a clean football game against the Chicago Bears. No mistakes. He played mistake-free football. Like he was driving the ball down the field. He was hitting open receivers. Like, and it was raining. It was pouring rain. So it's like I felt bad. I didn't even feel bad for Zach. Like I came into Sunday's game and I'm like, if Mike White lights the world on fire, bro, Zach gonna be dumb stressed. Cause it's like that's the last thing he wants. The last thing you need is for Mike White to eat, and now it really look like you trash. And Mike White did exactly that. Like, I ate. I made all the simple throws. Anytime I needed to go down the field, I went down the field, everything. So, and all the Jets need is just a quarterback that could just make those throws, those simple shit. Just get the ball into your playmakers.
Those little 15, 20 yards.
Exactly.
Screens.
Yeah, exactly. They'll just throw the ball to your playmaker and let him do the work. That's the point.
Who's their receiver that makes like the biggest plays?
Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson went for 2 scores on Sunday.
Yeah.
Easy. He made one man miss. Eddie Jackson was already on the floor because he was hurt, and he made the one dude miss, and he went straight to the end zone, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
That shit was light. Like,
yeah.
For me, that's like the Jets. If Mike White continues to do this, the Jets would finish this. Like they're gonna finish the season really strong. They're gonna go to the playoffs. They can even win a fucking game or two, depending on who they face. Yeah, you hearing me? What I told you, Danny. I'm like, if they beat the Bills, bro, they going to the AFC title game, bro. I ain't letting that go. The Jets get to the playoffs. They gonna see what's up. Like, that's just how it is. Feel me? And I think that, you know.
Actually, yeah, you good. But it really is. It really is a question of commitment. Like, think about how ready you got to be to get thrown in middle of a season.
Thrown into the Wolves, facts.
New York team, big stage. Does he have any experience in the past?
Nah. Besides the games he played last year.
Where was he last year?
He was with us last year. Mm-hmm. Zach Wilson got hurt, and he started some games. I think he started 3 games. He went 1-2. He had one really good game against the Bengals, and he stunk the next 2. But the Jets were a bad football team last year. They were a 4-win team. Like, they had no talent whatsoever on offense.
Did they upgrade at every position?
Basically.
Really?
Basically, that's really what they did. That's really what Joe Douglas did.
So this isn't a matter of, like, in-house development. This is, we went in and got some guys that, like, know what they're doing.
No, it's actually the players that we drafted are really that good.
Also, it actually is from within, but it's
from within.
It's through the draft.
It's through the draft. It's from within. For me, like the draft, they already had some like Elijah Moore was already there from last year, so he's already accustomed to like being there, whatever. Great, young dude from within, but now you gave him another dude that's there, that getting Garrett Wilson, who's really dumb nice. That's it. Now your offense is opening up. You have a good running game now. Last year, they didn't really have that great of a running game. Now you have a good running game. Opens up the offense. You feel me? Like, that's how it is. The offensive line play is better. So it's opening a lot more things up of what you could do schematically on offense. And everything is just clicking. The Jets look all right. Now the problem was quarterback play. We have the talent. We got the defense. We got the players on offense. All we need is the quarterback play. Problem is with Zach. Zach was fumbling that bag. And he just fumbled and fumbled and fumbled. And the Jets were winning in spite of him. Now he's on the bench. Mike White is in the game. And they look phenomenal. If he continues to look this way, the Jets could fuck around and be in the AFC title game. Like, they really can. Like, they have
and he outplayed young phenom, Justin Fields.
He didn't play.
Oh, he didn't play at all? He didn't even outplay him.
He has a separated shoulder.
Oh, yeah, he's not playing for a while.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't play him at all anymore at this point. But it is what it is.
He's not living up?
Not that he's not living up to it. He's actually played really well. It's just separated shoulder. I don't want separated shoulder and quarterback. I don't want that in the same sentence. Even though it's his left and he throws with his right.
Still.
But just sit him down. Your team is already going to be a team that's going to draft in the top 5, top 10. Like, just let the kid heal himself and worry about next year type shit. That's just me.
And get the best pick possible.
Exactly, get the best pick possible.
All right.
But that's about me. But
a little bit of advice for the orange and blue out there in Denver.
Yeah, facts. They got a Chicago dude that worry about that, facts.
The orange and blue in New York on the basketball court is very has been associated. What's one word you could
mid.
One word.
Mid. Average. Mediocre. That's what they are, bro.
To describe the New York Knickerbockers.
Yeah, that's just what they are, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, since the last time we shot, they had a couple road wins. Because the Jazz, the Nuggets,
Tough win.
Tough wins. Tough win in Denver. They hadn't won in Denver since 2006. I know Jokic wasn't playing, but still. Then they turn around. I forget the other games they played. They played Portland recently. They played Memphis recently. They lost both of those games.
Both winnable games.
Both winnable games that they lost. They could have won the Memphis game. They could have won the Portland game. They didn't. Jalen Brunson has been sensational, and it feels like he has nobody else to go to but himself. You know, when especially in the fourth quarter, my nigga, like especially in the fourth quarter when it's winning time, bro, it seems like he's the only guy that got it in winning time, bro. Like, all right, we gonna win this game for real. Like,
that's a real shame.
It is a shame, bro. Like, it's just crazy, bro.
So they get smacked in Golden State.
Yeah.
They made it look nice on paper. It was a 10-point loss, but they got smacked.
They got smacked. If you watch that game, you know they got smacked.
They got punched.
Yeah.
Punched in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. I wasted my time watching that game. Wasted my time. I could not believe it, bro.
Am I bugging, or did Cameron Payne go crazy?
He did well.
Okay.
He did well.
Got you. After that, a win in OKC, redemption win, you would say.
They got the redemption win in OKC, but that's a given. I be knowing the Knicks, bro.
Beat OKC anyway.
It should have beat OKC
Why
regardless,
are you
bro.
getting a redemption win on OKC?
Exactly, a redemption win against OKC. And mind you, RJ Barrett in this very moment, as you're going through the games, he's struggling. Like, he's not eating.
In any of these games.
In any of these games, he gets to OKC and he has a good game against OKC, but you better have a good game against OKC because they have no big men. So you should be able to finish at the cup and shit. Feel me? But he had a poor game the game prior. He had a bad game in Phoenix.
Fits against DeAndre Ayton and them other bigs.
Can't do nothing with it, you feel me? Like, that's just what it is. But he has a bounce back game against a team he should play well against. Feel me? So now that's OKC. Who they played after?
Disappointing, heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching loss to the Trailblazers in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Well, you let Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant scores 42 and how many free throws did he shoot?
30.
Like
25.
Like 25 free throws. It's the most fucking free throws that a non-big has had in like fucking 20 years.
Anthony Simons with 38.
And I knew he was gonna kill.
Like 8 threes. He's like Emmanuel Quickly on steroids.
Yeah. Like, Emmanuel Quickly should look up to dudes like Anthony Simons. Like, because they have the same kind of quick twitch.
But Quickly's the type of guy to go to Portland and turn to Dame. That's just what happens when players leave the Knicks.
Nah.
When players leave the Knicks.
They leave the Knicks, they end up being better facts. But nah, listen. Simons, I always knew that kid Simons was gonna be nice, man.
Really?
Yeah, I always knew it. When he dubbed college, I'm like, this kid knows what he's doing, bro. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's dubbing college because he really believes it, bro. Yeah. And it took him a little while. You know, CJ was there, you know, hogging up all the minutes.
Right.
Son.
So, shout out Anthony Simons, man.
Yeah, Anthony Simons, bro. Like, I knew that kid was gonna be something, bro.
For sure. The next day they had to. Well, they stay in the crib.
And he get
punched
Memphis.
again. Get punched again.
That was the Memphis game, right?
The next day they stay in the crib, get punched by Memphis.
They were very competitive against Memphis, but it's not the game that they win. They don't win those games. Like, bro, you have Brunson go for 30 points on John Moran. John Moran comes back with a triple-double. Jaren Jackson Jr. come back 21 points. Like, he's like, you just not going to win these games, bro. Like, they lost by a couple points. Like, they didn't even lose by much.
They go into halftime losing by 3 and then give up 40 in the third.
Come on, like,
and go into the fourth down 10.
You just not serious, bro. Like, you don't want to win that game.
Yeah, they win the fourth quarter, but it's not enough.
But it wasn't enough. Like, and Jalen Brunson can't sit there and play hero ball the entire fourth quarter, bro.
You can't let Dylan Brooks go for 23 and 5. Jaren Jackson 21 and 5. Triple double by Ja.
Come on, bro. Like, you're not gonna win this game. You're just not gonna win this game. And RJ gave you a good game in this game too.
22, 4 and 7.
He played good, and he played good in that game.
Julius Randle with a Rondo-esque kind of game.
Yes, he had 9 assists that game, right? 14 points.
14, 10, and 9.
Yes. Like, bro, it's just that's
Brunson 39 and 5.
39 and 5. It's crazy, bro. Like, and you're not gonna win this game. It's like, bro, you dead not gonna win this game. What I told you, Danny, earlier in the show, and when we was doing this.
Should they give D Rose more playing time?
It's not gonna matter, bro.
It don't matter.
It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter, bro. Like, bro, if the Knicks don't have the best player on the floor, bro, it's done.
I think it matters because I ain't gonna lie, you got D Rose and you got Quentin Grimes.
Quentin Grimes got to play.
He got to play 27 minutes.
Yeah, he got to play. I'm not gonna, Danny. He got to play.
He could snipe.
He got to play, and the playmaking is there, Danny.
It's there.
He has games where he has 5 assists, 6 assists. I think he had a game he had 8 assists. Like, bro,
he went for 5, 5, and 2.
Yeah, he didn't have his greatest game in that game.
Cam Reddish 11 and 2. No, not a single board in 25 minutes.
Come on, Cam. Like, you see, we not gonna win this game, bro. We not gonna win this game. Like, it's just not gonna happen. John Morant said, "Yo, fuck, I'm gonna go get a triple double." Triple double. He crashing balls. He passing the ball. He scoring the ball, bro. He be getting phantom fouls though. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like that, bro. Getting phantom fouls is crazy out there to spot, bro.
Like the ticky tack
fouls. Bro, he shoved Cam Reddish out the way to get a floater, and he drew the foul. He shoved him out the way, put it up.
I mean, technically, that's an offensive foul.
It's an offensive foul.
The offense.
Like he performed an offensive foul, put the ball up, floater, and got called for the N1. He got the call for the N1. Like, bro, how you win that game? You're not gonna win this game. It's not gonna happen for you. It's done. For me, like it's just a period of mediocrity, and it's just like now they play the Pistons today,
and in Detroit,
and like they're in Detroit,
mm-hmm.
and they're probably gonna beat the Pistons.
And they're in the Garden for Milwaukee.
Back-to-back games, so you're probably gonna beat the Pistons, and everybody's gonna be happy about it.
Why does the NBA do that?
I don't understand why they do back-to-backs, bro.
They
it should not happen.
Back-to-backs, and they give the Knicks the second day of a back-to-back on a nationally televised game. So that everyone in the country can see them get clipped with the Bucks coming off a fresh day, fresh legs.
Yo, they be greasing. Like, they really be. There should be no such things as back-to-backs in basketball, bro. That's just how I feel. But they greasing niggas. And they grease the Knicks all the time, bro. Like, the Knicks are probably going to beat the Pistons and turn around and get slapped by Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? And imagine if they lose both. I could see them losing both, bro. I could see them losing both.
Because then you got Dallas and Luka's going to give you fits.
Where's that game at?
New York.
He's never won at Madison Square Garden.
Ever?
Luka Doncic has never won at Madison Square Garden, bro.
This season he might be. And the Mavs have.
Nah, we're gonna beat the Mavs.
The Mavs
we're gonna beat the Mavs.
Have not won this season without Luka scoring less than 30 points.
That's tough shit. He's gonna score 30 at the Garden and dead lose. He's gonna lose that game in the Garden. He doesn't. He does not win at the Garden. He doesn't even. He don't even beat the Knicks.
Cool. We're gonna settle it on FanDuel, bro.
Alright. We settle it on FanDuel. He dead don't win at the Garden, and he dead doesn't beat the Knicks. That's the one team he dead just don't beat. Like, it's crazy, bro. I be in shock. I'm like, this is crazy.
They got the Cavs and the Hawks after that.
L's.
So the Knicks might go
L's.
1-4 in the next.
And Tom Thibodeau he got to get clipped after that, bro.
After the 1-4 stretch.
He got to get clipped. Like,
because that 1-4 stretch then makes it 2-6, and then
it's
you're
looking
2-8
bad,
in your last
bro.
10. 2-8 in your last 10.
He gotta go, bro. It's not even that I don't like Tom Thibodeau, but that is done. Like, that's it. It's done. Whatever you got out of this team, you're not gonna get any more out of it. Like the players are just
hit their ceiling with him.
He hit their ceiling. They don't mesh well together. The players don't. They're not. They have talent as a team. They just don't fit, and it's done.
In?
At the end of the day, everybody knows it. Like, when Tom Thibodeau is gone, Johnny Bryant, the assistant head coach, is going to take over. That's his job when Tom Thibodeau is gone. It's going to be his job. But the question is, how is he going to get those players to fit? And is he going to come up with an offensive scheme that is tailor-made for his players? Because Tom don't do that. Tom just has an offense that he likes. If you fit, you fit. If you don't, you don't.
Well, it worked in Brooklyn. They got Steve Nash out of there, got Jock in there.
Jock Vaughn and his...
And it's been up.
And it's been up because he's just like, and the defense improved. A lot of
insane amount.
And an insane amount. They might come back down to earth a little bit, but is that Ben Simmons is improving under Jock Vaughn. Now again, you could probably just make it all, Steve Nash was just, he was gonna see that improvement too because it's just a matter of him playing the games. But this is happening under Jock Vaughn, so you're hoping that, all right, You fire Tom Thibodeau, bring in Johnny Bryant. Johnny Bryant understands, all right, let me put these things together, see if my talent can actually do it on the court. But it is what it is. I'm personally ready to see Tom Thibodeau fired and bring in Johnny Bryant because it's time that we have a serious talk about R.J. Barrett. Honestly. Like, and I'm going to preface this by saying that R.J. Barrett is my favorite player on the team. No cap. Like, he's my favorite player on the team. Like, that's my dude. I got his jersey in the crib. Like, he's been my favorite Knicks player since he was drafted. Like, I literally watch the games to watch him play. Gangster, like. But and I see that on Twitter, social media, like, the fan base is pretty split on him. Like, oh, we should have traded him, or like he's not that good, or give him a chance. Like, it's year 4, he's still young, he's 22. I'm gonna be honest with you.
22 in year 4 is crazy though.
He's very young. You feel me? And
like that means 25, year 7, year 8, you gotta be bona fide 25, 26.
My thing, my thing is, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not gonna happening? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how good this kid's gonna be. Like, or if he's already reached his ceiling, bro. Because at the end of the day, you got fans that say, oh no, like, wait it out. Like, he's still young, but it's like, bro, he's in year 4, and he still struggles to make contested layups. He struggles to make those little layups with light contact. He doesn't make them. So it's like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing that I can't stand. Is like, bro, like, it's year 4. You should be able to do the basics and get the basics down. He doesn't have no mid-range game. Doesn't shoot a mid-range. Like, that shit is not happening. You know? And it's like,
he's not pulling a full 15, 16 footer ever?
He doesn't do it. Like, my thing is that
they didn't do it.
Like, he's never done it.
Never done it?
He's never done it. That's not his game.
It's go to the rim or shoot a 3.
Exactly. Go to the rim, shoot the 3. That's it. That's his game. But at the end of the day, if you want to be a legitimate 25-point per game scorer,
you need that.
You need a mid-range.
You need that.
Unless you're fucking Zion Williamson.
Or Zach LaVine. Because Zach LaVine's jumping over everybody, so it don't even matter.
Zach has a mid-range game, though.
He definitely do.
He could pull up for 50. He could pull up from 18 feet and shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Next to
like, the only dudes in this league who legitimately don't need a mid-range game is Giannis and Zion. Honestly.
And even Giannis.
Has that in his bag now. He would take it. Zion is the only dude in the league that can literally drop 30 on you and never have to pull up a mid-range shot. Or pull up a 3.
He's dunking and shooting free throws.
And mind you, that's mainly going to come off of me dunking because he's not a good free throw shooter either. So, but R.J. Barrett is either, I'm going to go to the basket or I'm going to shoot the 3. But I don't have nothing to create a shot or anything.
That's very predictable, too.
He's a predictable guy. So it's like, okay, what do you want to do with that? You're predictable. How do you become unpredictable? Excuse me. That was hard to get out. Is by having more tricks up your sleeve, but he don't. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I understand the Knicks fans that, oh, we should have traded him. I get it. Because it's like, bro, I'm not seeing the improvement. Now, I don't need him to be a 25-point per game scorer, 26, 27-point per game scorer, but I need you to make your layups. Like,
I mean, it's kind of like coincidental because making those layups will take him.
It will take him to 25 points 30. A fucking game.
Easy.
But he doesn't do it. And the thing, like, how do you win that way? Like, bro, how am I supposed to build around you that way? When all the other players in your draft class, that they could do that. Darius Garland hand layups.
It's kind of crazy how I think the Knicks wanted to bring in Julius Randle to build around RJ.
Well, Randle was already there.
Right.
Because they signed them before that.
But they draft RJ to be the guy, like the future.
Yeah, that he was going to be the future of the team. Absolutely.
And so far, it's just been all Julius.
He hasn't outplayed Julius Randle.
He's been Robin to Julius Randle.
It's just he's never outplayed Julius Randle. He's never outplayed him. He's never put and that's another thing that I like that I want to tell Knicks fans, bro. Is like, you have to put the accountability on the younger players. If you want to hold Julius Randle accountable 24/7, you have to do it to RJ too. Because RJ, if you want the Knicks to be better, that means RJ has to be better. How do you envision this Knicks team looking? If I tell you the Knicks make the playoffs this season, how do you think they do it? Who do you think is leading that charge? It has to be R.J. Barrett. It has to be R.J. Barrett. If the Knicks make the playoffs, it's because R.J. Barrett's the best player on the team.
Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle don't scare anybody, but them two with a rising
It
RJ
looks
Barrett
it looks better.
is something
Is
to
gonna
kill
play
him.
better. Jalen Brunson, I don't worry about that kid. That kid is phenomenal. He is everything that you would want in a point guard. Everything that you want in a point guard. Julius Randle doesn't rub me the wrong way as he does most Knicks fans. To me, he does this the
It's
same
just his
shit
game, bro. He doesn't have the Knicks don't have any like games with players with like somewhat how do I describe players with swag like we was talking about last episode.
Yeah, sauce.
Players with sauce. And like the way Julius Randle gets his buckets is very David Lee esque.
Yes,
And that's another player they had that was like, this is our superstar, but it's like no allure here.
What I would do, I would kill to get back David Lee, because he's complete. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could shoot the 15-footer. He can get the layup. Like, Julius Randle loves making things difficult because he doesn't want to use that right hand. So David Lee could use both hands.
He went a euro to the right to make the.
He would dribble right, and he's taking a fadeaway.
Going right,
he's gonna take the fadeaway,
even
even though that's
tough.
what you're supposed to do. Like, that's where he's supposed to do it at. But he's gonna go dribble with the right hand, go for the lefty fadeaway, instead of trying to get that layup or get that post hook, because he's not gonna do it. That's not his game.
Because he can't drive right.
Because he doesn't have that touch from the right hand. Feel me? Like, it's a difference. Like, David Lee can make both hands.
Does he jump off his left leg?
Yeah, he be banging. I don't even know if the nigga does with his right hand,
I've
bro.
never
Like,
seen him jump off his left leg.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he probably does, but
nah, hold on. We need to do some research. I've never seen he jump off his left leg.
Nah, he jumps off his left leg because I've seen him lay dunk with two hands, and he jumps off his left leg.
But dunks with two hands.
I know. Like, I'm telling you, he doesn't want that right hand, bro. He doesn't want that right hand. So it's just like, it's difficult. Like RJ Barrett, like he just has to be able to ascend and rise to the occasion, bro. He's had a bad year, and people are calling it how they see it, that he's having a bad year. So
who, RJ?
Yeah, he's having a bad year. Don't get me wrong, bro. I don't regret not trading him for Donovan Mitchell. I don't regret it. The reason why is because at some point the Knicks are gonna have to look at these players that they have and see what they could do with it. You gotta believe that you gotta believe in what's in your thing, what's in your locker room.
Right.
If it's like, if RJ's not the one, you gotta find that out. You feel me? Like, that's the only thing. That's the only thing for me, because like, you could just give them away and then you don't know what you got and it's whatever. You feel me? And that's just the problem. But now it is like, RJ.
So you feel like you don't regret the trade or not pulling the trigger, actually, but you feel like you've already seen what this is going to be.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I know, like, there's a great chance in Nickland that what we drafted at 3rd overall is a really good basketball player, because I think that RJ's already at his ceiling. Mm-hmm. Like, he averages 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Like, that's a really good basketball player. And compared to other dudes,
third option.
Yeah, like, we have to grow with this reality that maybe RJ Barrett is the 3rd or 4th best player on a good team.
Not the first.
But not the best player. Not the 2nd best player.
But that's the problem, though. I think Donovan Mitchell's like...
Donovan Mitchell at worst is the 2nd best player on a really good team. Like, at worst,
depending on... So how do you not regret the trade? Or you saying you didn't regret it at the time?
No, I don't regret it, because at the end of the day, I don't think Donovan Mitchell is going to win us a championship anyway.
That's what I'm saying, though. In order to win a championship with Donovan Mitchell, he got to be number 2, and you still need a number 1.
You still need a number 1, exactly. So you're going to trade the cupboard of all those good players you got, all those valuable pieces you got for number 2. For number 2, when you want to do that,
because you got a number 3 here.
You want to get the best guy. You want to get the number 1 player. Right, so I understand it.
There is something to be said though about Donovan possibly in the Knicks uniform in a parallel universe, marching through the East, because the East we all know is not the West. And
East is good.
They good, but that Utah team in the East,
they falling back down to earth. Yeah.
Oh, not the current Utah Jazz are definitely coming back down to earth, but the other guys was definitely moving on up. Trade.
Like at the same time, like, I just think that they'll move up, but at the same time, I don't want to put all those picks and those good players into Donovan Mitchell, and we probably think that Donovan Mitchell is going to be a number 2 on a championship team. It's probably what he's going to be. Is he going to be the best player on a championship team? We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? But he is killing. He's averaging 30 right now, and he's playing right next to Darius Garland, and Garland is eating too.
Right now is a different situation because he has like 3 number 2s or like 2
He got
number 3s.
He got some good talents around. He got some really good talents around.
Really good talent.
Feel me?
A lot of
That's
depth.
just what it is. Like, the Knicks don't have that. But it's like, I'm at the point with New York that everybody that's not named Jalen Brunson's on the table, because now you got to get to a point where you got to fix this team. This team does not fit. The players don't fit. And you need to ask yourself, what players do I want to keep and who needs to be moved so we can improve as a team? Because they can't keep trotting out the same shit, and they can't keep trotting out the same coach. Like, they got to fire Tibbs at some point. At some point, and soon too.
Right.
Because it's like, you need a new voice. They got to listen to somebody different, and they also got to bring in somebody that's going to probably help out with the offense and maybe tailor the offense to something that his players can actually run.
Type shit.
That's what it is. But there's a good chance that R.J. Barrett, bro, might not be that dude. But we're going to have to live with it. He might not be a all-NBA caliber player, a perennial all-star. Might not be that.
Right.
We just got to be ready for it.
Damn.
That's a fact. Damn.
Knicks got us in our bag, bro, as usual.
Oh, man. Per fucking usual, man. Yeah. This is a good song for it, too.
Nah, this is the Knicks owner right here. This is what he's telling us.
Care if you cry. Oh, man, halftime, gang.
Yo,
Halftime for straight up.
Yeah.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here? Yeah. Ain't bitch.
We back.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's a fact.
welcome back to halftime.
We back.
Let's get the crowd into it.
Let's get this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Outside.
We outside. Facts. We outside is lit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know who's outside?
Man, I love this song. This song is fire. Facts. Let's get it. Let's fucking get it. Son.
Aaron Judge is outside.
Aaron Judge.
With the fucking MVP chain.
Well deserved.
Cuban.
Well deserved.
Hello, guy.
Yeah, he outside for real. That's it. I got my crazy season, and I got the trophy to go with it.
Is valuable subjective?
Yes. There's a reason why, Danny. There's a reason why that in sports there's no such thing as in the North American professional sports. There's no such thing as a most outstanding player. Like, there's no Heisman Trophy in pro sports. Shohei is the best player in the world, but there's no most outstanding player award in the sport. So it's like, now you have to keep it most valuable, because that's what allows other people to win the award. If you have most outstanding player, Ohtani would win every year. Giannis Antetokounmpo would win every year. Fucking a quarterback will always win the National Football League MVP. Even though that's what really happens all the time. But if you just have most outstanding player, that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know who to give it to all the
Should
time.
the MLB implement one?
Like, to be honest, as much as Ohtani fans would like that, but you can't add a new award. You can't make a new award that's something bigger than MVP or something like that.
Not bigger, but parallel almost.
Like, you have to keep MVP, because MVP is what allows people to talk about the award. Because value is to the eye of the beholder. There's no question, like, you can't argue that Shohei Ohtani is the most outstanding player in baseball. Can't argue that. There's no other player in the league that is just as good at pitching as he's good as hitting, and he's a Cy Young candidate and an MVP. You know? So it's like nobody's doing it on that level, so you can't implement that award because he's literally going to win it every single year. You have to keep MVP because now you get to determine what value is.
What I always tell people is most valuable to what, right? Because
yes,
that's what trumps the argument. You feel me?
Yeah.
In my opinion, I could be wrong, but like the Angels finished third in the NL West.
I think
72, 73 win ball club, 73-89.
Yeah.
Shohei's wins above replacement is
it was at a
second
9.
in the league.
It was at a 9, I think.
It's at an 8, but it's only
8,
second to Aaron Judge's 9.7.
Yeah.
The wins above replacement. Stat.
Oh, okay.
So like,
like
it's close, but at the end of the day, most important to what? The Yankees made the playoffs.
Exactly. Like you get literally you get to determine as a fan what value is. You know what I'm saying? Because most outstanding player is the equivalent of a Heisman Trophy, right? So you like a college player wins the Heisman Trophy, he literally just had the best statistics. Deadass. He had the best statistics. He had all the best counting stats. If you do that in baseball, who has the best statistics? It's Shohei Ohtani. Reason why is because
he's two people.
He's two people in one.
It's always going to be insane.
It's always going to be wild. So now
until there's another one of him.
Until there's another one of him. So now you need parity in sports. You need narrative. You need parity. You need people to talk about specific things. Imagine if you had a Most Outstanding Player award and Ohtani's going to win it every year. There's no reason to talk about the award.
There's no parity.
There's no parity. So you keep most valuable because you get to tell yourself what's valuable. You feel me? Like, that's what's going to allow Aaron Judge to win an MVP. That's what's going to allow, like, Jose Ramirez, Nolan Arenado, blah, 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 players to actually have
the narrative.
Yeah, the narrative, so they can actually have a chance.
Tim Anderson's.
Exactly. That's the whole point of having the MVP award, because you could determine what value is. You could look at the stats and say this is what's valuable. If it's most outstanding player, all you looking at is who has the best stats. Who has the best stats? Nobody's going to have better stats than Ohtani, so this is a moot point. Can't afford that because now it's going to be boring. It's like when the Warriors and the Cavaliers was going to the finals 4 straight years. There's nobody cares about basketball for real because we know how it's going to end. So
know how this movie ends.
Yeah, we know how this movie ends. So there's no excitement. In baseball, it's already a sport that lacks excitement because people don't like to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So some of your biggest discussions about baseball is going to be who's the MVP, who's the Cy Young, who's the Rookie of the Year. Now, if niggas know, like, all right.
Rookie of the Year is usually pretty established.
Because you never know. But now, the next time that a two-way player comes up and he's doing his thing, he's going to win Rookie of the Year.
Or a two, or like, what's it called? An ambidextrous pitcher or something.
It would sound like there's something out of the ordinary. Ambidextrous pitchers, they're very few and far between. But it would be cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you see stuff like that, you're just going to become like, they're just going to push you over the top. For me, so that's the only difference. But Ohtani, if there was a most outstanding player award, Ohtani would win it every year. But the reason why the MVP award exists is so other players could have a chance. Like, if you look at over the course of Major League history, bro, so many dudes that have been robbed of the MVP award, even though they had the best year, to dudes because of like narratives.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's crazy. So that's the main thing, and I feel like the MVP award is gonna exist forever and ever because they need to have that level of parity. You have to have, for that award, multiple candidates. You can't just have one dude win it every year. That's why Jordan didn't win it every year. That's why LeBron don't win it every year. That's why Giannis don't win it every year. You feel me? Like, because they need those players. They need those other players to have a chance to drive other storylines. Feel me? That's what it is. And that's the truth. Aaron Judge won this MVP award because not only did he have a phenomenal season, but you get to determine what value is. He was the best offensive player on the Yankees, and if he did not play on the Yankees, let's say he never played that second half, the Yankees probably would have turned to shit. He was by far their best player in the second half of the season. While he was batting .300, hitting a bunch of homers. The rest of his team in the second half was batting 210 as a team. 290 on base percentage as a team.
No, that's value.
You see? That's the value. You could determine that. Just like anybody else could look at you and be like, Ohtani pitches, Ohtani hits.
Very well.
Very well on both sides. He's very valuable. Okay, but they don't win. That's a form right there. Look, a narrative. They don't win games. Although if you put Ohtani anywhere else, he's probably gonna help a lot. Feel me? If you put Aaron Judge on the Angels, I don't think they get any better.
With Shohei?
Like if
Or
you
replace
if you
Shohei.
replace Shohei with
Now, if you
Judge
put Shohei in New York,
on New York,
it's a dynasty.
it's looking exactly
Garrett Cole and Shohei at the top of your rotation.
and then you're getting rid
Then
of
Shohei at the top of your lineup with DJ LeMahieu and
34
and them guys.
homers, 90 RBIs. He slugs 900. He's a really good player. Well, he doesn't slug 900. His OPS is 900, over 900.
Slugs like 6.
Slugs like
600, something
like
that,
5,
600,
like 5. He's somewhere around those lines, like 5. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Upper half of the league for sure.
Yeah, exactly. He's legitimately one of the best 10 hitters and one of the best 10 pitchers in the world at the same time. That's gonna win most outstanding player every single year. But if you put value, it's different.
He might win every player of the month as long as he
Every
plays.
player of the month, everything. It's so long. Exactly. You cannot afford to have one dude just soaking up everything.
Just run the board with everybody.
Exactly. Cannot afford that.
Early MVP picks for next year, 2023 season.
Shohei Ohtani in the American League. Shohei Ohtani in the American League, and let's go with he was my pick last year. I'll run it back with him, Juan Soto. That kid is due. He's due for an MVP, man. I think he could probably win one in San Diego if they get it right. Tatis comes back. That lineup is going to be a little bit
coming back. It's going to be scary,
It's going to be scary, yeah. And I think that he could put him in, that he's going into the year. He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go with Juan Soto again.
It's gonna be a lit offseason for us to follow.
Absolutely.
A lot of big questions going up to next year for a lot of teams. But some teams they're just gonna pull up with that fire.
Yeah. That's a fact. Like,
Darvish's sink is gonna be sinking.
Yeah, you can't it's baseball is you get to a point with baseball, like you know what you're gonna get. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's starting to settle in who these guys really are.
Let's bring it back. Do the Mets get revenge from the Padres this year?
Do they get revenge?
Way too early to tell predictions.
Way too. Do they get their comeuppance? I would take it. I don't know. You get 7 games against them in the regular season. We see them in the playoffs again? Maybe. I think both teams are going to be pretty good, but next time the Mets see the Padres,
the Mets are like the Knicks a lot in that when the lights are on and it's game time and it's the last 5 minutes and the last 3 innings, they just choke.
Yeah, like they like this year said a lot. Like they just have to shake off some things, but when you are a franchise that is used to heartbreak and stuff like that, like bad things happen, it takes a while for you to shake them off. So the Mets are just going. I just think that they're going through their trials and tribulations, but they're going to be better off for it, But I think I could see them playing a series against each other and it goes the distance. I could see that. The Mets are going to need to fix it, but they're going to have to fix a couple things, but they could do it. But baseball is getting to that point now. Like who the top guns are. But like I said, like in order for baseball to prosper, just like most other sports, like your major awards, you need parity behind them.
Way too early predictions for the All-Star game. Not so early, but it's around the corner.
The usuals.
I'm talking about any New York teams representatives besides KD.
Let's get Jalen Brunson in the game. I think that's these outside of KD and Kyrie, that's the one other dude that can say I deserve to go to the game. Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is played as marvelous as you could probably play in this situation in New York. Jalen Brunson. Like I hope he makes the game. I really do. He deserves it. Yeah, absolutely.
Got you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll definitely be here to See it through.
Yeah, that's a fact. We'll be here to see it through, gang. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Yeah.
big shot of the week.
Oh,
Shot of the week.
big shot of the week. The big shot of the week is Dwight Howard.
Word.
Dwight Howard.
Dwight
Reason
Howard.
why is Dwight
Clap
Howard.
it up. Y'all clap it up for Dwight
Yeah,
Howard.
you gotta clap it up for Dwight Howard, bro. Clap it up for Dwight
That's
Howard.
real.
That's a fact.
They making noise for Dwight Howard over there.
Yeah, they make it, bro. They love that boy over there, bro. He get haircuts over there.
Yeah.
He eating the food over there. He love the food over there. And he 30 points, 20 rebounds, like 8 blocks, like 6 assists. He's wilding.
He's wilding. 10 threes a game, taking 10 threes a game.
Yeah, he's taking threes. He taking step back mid range shots, bro. He's acting a fool, bro. He don't want to come back to the NBA. He not coming back to the NBA. It's done, bro. Go live your life over there, bro. It's done.
You think the NBA as an entirety is pushing like older veterans out the league?
Yes.
Sooner than they should.
Yeah, facts. They pushing them out sooner than they should, and they gotta understand that there's still a place in this league for veterans. Because these young teams, especially all these fucking teams that want to tank, there's places for these veterans to go to those teams and keep those young niggas afloat.
But they call it learning time for the young guys that tank. They say, oh, that's how you learn. That's how you improve.
Okay, so learn with, like, a vet sitting on the bench. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be, like, Taj Gibson, bro. Taj Gibson worked wonders for the Knicks. I don't think Mitchell Robinson understands, like, gets a sense of how good he could really be type shit if Gibson wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have, like, Derrick Rose with Emmanuel Quickly. You walking into the locker room, you see the former MVP, the youngest MVP of all time in basketball history, walking through the locker room, the same locker room as you feel good.
Y'all getting y'all reps in.
Yeah, y'all getting y'all talking, y'all reps in, y'all both come off the bench together. Like, bro, like, there's value in that.
Yeah.
There's value in that. But now, you know, everybody just wants to be OKC and the Rockets. We're just like, all right, like, I got a whole bunch of dudes just here, a whole bunch of young dudes here, like, yo, fuck it, like, we grinding. Like, no, that's not how it works.
We're a college
bro.
team.
Like, yeah, you don't want to start, like, once it start feeling like it's a college vibe, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's not really it. Like, that's not the moves, bro. Like, honestly, it's not the moves. Like, that's the only thing. Like, but it is what it is.
Shit is crazy.
It is.
Shout out to Dwight Howard, though.
Shout out to Dwight Howard, bro.
Living his best life.
He living his best life in Taiwan. He big shot of the week. That's a figgity.
Damn, bro.
Figgity.
Yo, real quick.
Yeah.
If I was betting on the Knicks and Pistons, if I was all right, if I was to bet on the Knicks and Pistons or the Knicks and Bucks, what game
God.
would I rather should I bet on?
You'd rather bet on the Knicks and Pistons. You probably get some more things in there.
You think so?
Yeah. As a fact. Because the Knicks are going to have a good game. The Knicks are going to actually have a good game. They're playing a bad team. So it's like, all right, you could probably take Brunson at, 20, 25, RJ at like 18, 20 points. Randall you could take at 20 points type vibe.
We'll
check in, exactly. But they face Milwaukee as type clips. Niggas is straps out there.
They got the straps on.
They're gonna throw you Drew Holiday, Giannis is at the rim. Brook Lopez is averaging 3 blocks a game.
Grayson Allen just went crazy, didn't he?
Did he? I have no idea, bro. But it's just like,
they got the shooters.
Yeah, they got the shooters. They got what they need, bro.
Appreciate that, bro. If the parlay hit, bro,
we here.
Spoken that, guys. Yo,
that's episode 5, gang. That's episode fucking 5. It's lit.
We did that.
We did it. We see y'all again. Shoot, yes, episode 6. You already know the vibes. Take care, y'all.
Yo, start working out, bro. Thanksgiving is over.
Yeah.
Let's get it, y'all.